This beat ugly, scrunch face, the flow it stays pretty, right? Got you nodded to yourself, mumbling that's pretty tight. Grew up in LA, but I lived that big city life. Tourists all distracted by them pretty New York City lights. Times Square, Midtown, avoid it like the plague. Stay out the spotlight, of course we source the shade. And yeah, I'd love to be awful paid. That mission very clear, but
Good
the
morning,
pathway's sort of
everybody.
vague.
Good morning, everyone. Why are you driving down the street with the sun coming up over the horizon? You are the man. You're driving a Geo Horizon. You are not the man. Oh, who made the Horizon? Oh, fuck, what was that? No, it wasn't a Geo. It was way longer before that. Fuck. I never owned a Horizon. I never owned a Ford Escort either. What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Thanks for tuning in, listening to my funky ass. Got a beautiful guest today, but let me tell you about some sponsors, okay? Real quick. Hartford Denim Company, aka Hardenco, is a manufacturer of the strongest clothes available. We at Hardenco stand by that statement by backing all of our products with free repairs for the life of the garment, made using only the highest quality materials. Everything we produce is cut and sewn in our shop in Hartford, Connecticut, USA. We also specialize in the production of commercial aprons for, but not limited to, the restaurant, bar, and woodworking industries. Please see www.hardenco.com for more information. That's www.hardenco.com for more information. Yeah, go in, tell them you heard their commercial on Ben Briggs Bread when you go in to get some, and you'll get 20% off your order. Maybe it's 10%. I can't remember. You get something. I got it written down somewhere. Go in, ask for Marshall, be like, yo, heard this shit on Breaking Bread with Ben Grimm, and he's going to give you a little discount. Can't really remember what it was, though. I'll tell you next week. Blah, blah. This episode of the podcast is brought to you by DiMichele's Barbershop and Emporium, located at 6 Kirby Road in Cromwell, Connecticut, exit 21 off I-91. DiMichele specializes in all types of men's haircuts and hot shaves. Services are available by appointment only, which can be made conveniently online at DiMichelesBarbershop.com. That's DIMICHELES Barbershop.com, or by calling 860-502-3540. Gift cards are available in any denomination, and they also offer my personal favorite, their own water-soluble pomade. So go get a fresh cut, a clean shave, and some awesome product, and tell them Ben sent you. Barbering. DiMichele's Barbershop and Emporium. Responsible barbering. You know what responsible barbering is? Telling a client exactly where their part in their head is, and not making your own. That's what responsible fucking barbering is. Stupid motherfuckers. All Calistyle soaps are natural and or organic in color, fragrance, and ingredients. Many Calistyle soaps have been made throughout Europe for over 100 years. That's a long time. That's longer than I've been alive. These are very high quality soaps. No animal testing ever. Calistyle has no minimum for opening orders or reorders. Overnight 2-day and 3-day delivery available. Gift wrap available with gift card enclosed at no charge. Or you can call us at 1-800-755-CALA and we will mail you a catalog. So I guess what that means is if you're a store that's looking to carry Calistyle, hit them up. But you can also order 1 bar of soap from the motherfuckers. They're great. My friend Alice and her parents have been doing Calistyle soaps since the inception of soap 4,000 years ago. So you're going to want to fucking talk to them about some soap. She sent me 2 new fragrances, Icelandic moss and kelp. And I put them in my bathroom. And I'll tell you what, like I got a lot of weird shit in there. But the bathroom they're dominating the bathroom. It just smells nice, like an all the time air freshener. I'm probably not even going to open them just so I can have my bathroom smell nice. Never able to find a pet collar that fits you or your pet's personality? K9US Collars has you covered. K9US Collars, Pet Collar and Leash Company handcrafts unique pet apparel for your one-kind pet. One-of-a-kind pet. One-kind pet. That'd be like a nice little dog. He's one-kind pet. K9US Collars carries a wide variety of designs, including Day of the Dead, American traditional tattoo style, horror and Asian inspired, K9S Collars also carries official designs from some of your favorite hardcore and punk bands: Sick of It All, Madball, Terror, Indecision, Misfits, and the iconic heavy metal band Judas Priest. Find K9S Collars online at www.k9scollars.com. Not your average pet collars and leashes. Use code BREAKINGBREAD, all uppercase, for 10% off your entire order on their website, www.caninuscollars.com. Keep your pet looking fresh with a canine collar. K9S Collars. Blah, blah, blah. I got Goose a Terror one. He loves it. He told me himself. Okay, everybody. Story and Soil Coffee Company. We are a multiple roast format specialty coffee shop located in Frog Hollow, neighborhood of Hartford, Connecticut. As much as we love great coffee, we love the community that it brings together. Even more. Our space, though small, is curated carefully to be both efficient and homey. We want all to feel welcome here. Story and Soil. Great coffee, better community. It's right in the same block as Goldberger's on Capitol Ave and Little River Restoratives on the whole other end of the building to the left. Excellent coffee, best coffee in Hartford, hands down. Don't fuck with me. Me and Meg went this morning. I got a Spanish latte. Meg got a cortado. We got a bag of beans from like a small micro batch roaster. And that was that. And that brings me to my next segment of information that I would like to tell you guys. Sometime on... Well, I'm going to do it today, and it'll be up by the time you guys hear this tomorrow. But there is going to be a Story and Soil giveaway, okay? A $50 gift card. So once you see me post the graphic of Story and Soil, you're going to want to do this. Number one, you're going to want to follow them. Number two, like the pic and tag 3 friends in the post. And if you want to be real crazy about it, to be entered into the drawing twice, repost this pic and tag BB with BG and then Story and Soil Coffee. That's called a winning ticket super boost. Did you know that? And the winner will be announced on next week's podcast. All you really got to do is go on, follow them, and tag 3 friends. You know, it's easy. $50 worth of gift card. You can go in, you can get yourself some little a shirt, you can get some coffee, you can get some coffee beans, motherfucking pastries. They got all kinds of shit. Yeah, just follow them and like the pic that I put up and tag 3 friends, and I will put everybody's name in a hat and then I'll pick them out. And that's gonna be that. Let's go through a couple little events that are happening in the area within the next week that you guys might want to know about. So, number 1, Thursday at 6, Vane, Harnessed, Mourned, Forced Out, and Typecast at the Wham Leg, Wallingford, okay? 190 Ward Street, Wallingford, Connecticut. I don't know how much it is. Can't be much. It's a hardcore show. And if you can't pay for a fucking hardcore show, you're a fucking piece of shit. Vane, Harness, Mourned, Forced Out, and Typecast. For all my hardcore going friends out there, don't forget, it's Thursday night. All right, what do we got? October 14th, Saturday. This coming Saturday. It's going to be the Pedal to the Metal 2017 ride, the Hartford Marathon route with my friend Kyone Wolf. And let's see what it's all about. Have you ever wanted to wake up wicked early, put on your helmet and lights, and ride your bike through the Hartford Marathon route, which will mostly be closed downtown and car-free? Me too. We did it last year. It was glorious. So this is what's going on. My girl Kyone's putting it on. It's going to be fun. If you got a bike and you're like, you know, you want to be part of that, fucking find the Facebook event. It's called Pedal to the Metal 2017. You'll be able to find it fairly quickly and get involved. I'm sure everything's gonna... That girl doesn't do anything without a fucking good cause, so I'm sure it all goes to benefit something. She's fucking amazing personality. A real fucking gem of Hartford. I love her to death. Oh, and finally... Okay, October 14th, that's Saturday also. And this is in the night, so you could do both these things if you really wanted to. It's going to be the Fall Art Show, put on by Joshua Carlson of Red Scroll Records. looks to be a art show that is happening at the Wham Leg. Probably going to be a bunch of weird art. These guys are cool. I don't see it being shitty. Make sure you get there. Fall is upon us, and to celebrate, we are having our first art show at the Wham Leg. There will be talented artists showing works in many different mediums and styles. Save the date, Saturday, October 14th from 6 to 10. Come down and support some cool artists and help us build a new scene at an awesome venue. Cool. I like that. Good job, Josh. All right, everybody. On this week's episode of the podcast, I have my wonderful girlfriend, and we're just pretty much talking shit. We talk about the 2 little trips that we went on in the restaurants we ate at over the last 2 weeks. She makes fun of me. We field some questions that people we put out there earlier in the week, and people emailed questions. We answer them questions. We get a little bit into what she does for work, and we talked about some other shit. We talked about, like, she pretty much made fun of me for, like, the things that I do in the house and my singing and stuff. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the lovely Meghan Mason.
I break bread, break bread, break bread, break bread, break bread, break bread, I break bread, break bread, break bread, break bread, break bread, I break bread, break bread, break bread, I break bread,
Say what you gotta say.
Because you're reading the question, then you're answering it with something ridiculous, and then you're looking at me, and I just feel like irritated.
Are you irritated?
Yeah. Because you asked a question, then immediately answered it. Like I'm not even here. And then your answers were like, pour boiling water over his head. You sound like Lenny. Like you sound crazy.
All right, so what you're saying is I should read the question and let you give your take on it first? Let's do that.
Or like have a discussion about it. Don't just be like, oh, pour water over his head.
All right, I was being stupid.
Murder him.
Okay, I was being stupid. I'm sorry.
He sounds like he sucks. You're a bitch.
I was just trying to be funny. And
I know, but it wasn't.
Okay, these are the things that you need to tell me as my girlfriend.
I know.
And this is how you keep me in line. And this is how you censor me and make sure I don't put out stupid fucking material.
And don't try and Google stuff while people listen.
Okay.
Like, do you think people want to listen to you be like, oh, duh, newcanaan.com?
Ladies and gentlemen, she does not know that it's been recording for the past 30 seconds. So this is my beautiful, it's my beautiful girlfriend, Meghan Mason. She was just yelling at me about the way I was going about answering the questions for today's forum, and she just wanted to give me her 2 cents. And this is how relationships flourish. There's communication. She told me how she felt. I accepted that information, and we adjusted, and we're moving forward. And that's how, right? Isn't that a good recipe for a good relationship and communication?
I wish there was always a microphone on you when we were having a back and forth. Because you're being very kind and eloquent. It's delightful. But yes, communication. We're getting better at it.
All right. So, guys, everybody out there in podcast land, Meghan Mason is my girlfriend. She is going to be the future. She's just my future. She's my past. She's my present. She's 50% of my soul. We own a dog together. We do a lot of business-related things together. She is my support through school and my job, and I am that to her. And we have a lot of laughs every day, and I just thought it'd be nice to showcase that stuff. But it's hard because they're really it's just really spur of the moment stuff. Like, I don't really know if we'll be able to like get some real stuff out of you today, because she doesn't like doing stuff like this. Meghan is not an extrovert like me. But, that's what makes relationships work. I think you need one introvert, one extrovert. And some days I could be an introvert, and some days she could be an extrovert. She could be going crazy.
I was going crazy last night.
Yeah. What?
The big old bag.
Dude, all right. So before we even get into these fucking questions. Oh, wait, what was the big old bag? A big bag. It's a big old bag. Where was that?
We went to Hudson this weekend, and Ben bought me this really nice, it's like a weekender, like bag, and I took it out of the luggage and hung it on the newel post and decided it was a big bag.
And then I
It's a
started
big
going,
old bag.
a big bag. That's a big old bag. That's a big bag. And I did it for a good half hour until she had to scream, "Shut up" at me.
No, I enjoyed it.
You
That
did?
was a good one.
It was it?
We sang it when we walked the dog.
What was
Everyone in our neighborhood probably thinks we're
I forget the one
insane.
about the lady in the baby carriage. That little Puerto Rican baby down there. That little Puerto Rican baby down there.
I didn't even know what you were saying for that one, though.
Oh man,
That
yeah.
one hurt.
All right, so me and Meg went away to Portland last weekend, and it's not like we're millionaires and take a lot of vacations. It just happened.
They're not really vacations. It's like 2 days.
Yeah, they're like 2 days of like restaurant eating. And last weekend we went to Portland, and this weekend we went to Hudson only because my good friend Tim, aka Alaska from the Adams family, he gave me his rental property for the weekend, and thank you, Tim. We had a great time. I cleaned everything up for you. I put the towels and the sheets in the washing machine, and a huge branch fell and smashed your shed. But
For
I think
real?
Yeah, I went back there. There was
Oh,
a
no.
huge branch like smashed right through his shed, but I'm sure he'll find it. But we had a great time at your residence. Thank you very much.
You have a beautiful backyard.
Yeah, we had fun.
I did a backflip on your trampoline.
I should post that on my social media. Megan used to be a gymnast and a dancer, and sometimes she just thinks she could do what she used to do, and she tried to do a backflip on the trampoline and like face planted. Well,
It wasn't-
you needed like
Yeah.
one more degree. You were about to get your feet under you, but you kind of slipped. You almost had it.
You could tell it wasn't like a super used trampoline. Like it didn't go far
was very
down.
taut.
I didn't have a lot of.
I bet you if
a
you
lot of
gave it,
bounce.
if you tried a couple more times, you would have got it.
I would have probably done it the next time. I just didn't want to
Okay.
fall on my face again.
Okay,
after
fucking
I
gy-
definitely had mimosas. or
Okay,
something.
fucking gymnast master. Yeah.
Yeah.
You did have a couple mimosas
Well,
that
that's the only
morning.
reason I tried to do it. It was pretty good.
We went to see Blade Runner last night.
We did.
Did you like it?
I really liked it.
10. What do you give it out of 10?
I don't know. I'm a pretty harsh critic.
Yeah.
I would say 7 or 8. Like it was good.
I give it a 10, dude. I have not seen a sci-fi movie that fucking cool in a long time. I was I was just like enamored the whole time. I wanted to know more. I wanted to see more. All the technology shit was so fucking cool. Like, go see it.
Yeah.
It's a movie that I
it's-
would see twice.
It's almost 3 hours long, but it didn't feel like it. Like
Yeah.
it felt long, but it wasn't like you kept waiting for it to end. And it had a couple like plot changes, like twists that some you saw coming and you were like, oh, duh. But then you were like, oh no, just kidding.
Yeah.
It was
It was good, man. It was really good. Remember that person crinkling the fucking candy for a whole 2 minutes?
Someone sounded like they were like emptying a box out of like Oreos.
And somebody sounded like they
It
were
was like
digging
the-
their hand
yeah.
around in a cereal box for 2 whole minutes. For like 2 whole minutes. We were laughing so hard because nobody else
Well,
gave
you
a
couldn't
shit.
tell if it was from the movie at first, and then you realized it was someone just like losing it.
Oh man, yeah, I highly recommend it. It was an awesome movie. Well, who is it? Gosling. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ryan Gosling plays a perfect person that never has to really do a lot of talking.
His faces are insane in that
He's
movie.
kind of got that little, what do you call it? The little fucking Forrest Whitaker eye going on. He's got one.
Does he?
Yeah, it's not a lazy eye where the pupil doesn't go the right way. It's where his eyelid kind of comes down a little bit, like one of his eyes makes him look high. He's got that going on. What was the movie where he was like, drove the car? Drive. Yeah, it was kind of similar to his, his part in Drive, where he
Yeah, he was, like,
in this
stone
movie he
cold.
was a fucking android, but like kind of like a human android. You know what I mean? I won't go too far in it. I don't want to like fucking.
Yeah, no spoilers.
I don't want to spoil it for anybody.
Don't be an asshole.
But he just like he didn't say much because he was
it's funny
an
though
android.
how his best roles are ones where he doesn't really talk much.
yeah.
He's got a nice face.
Yeah, he's just a fucking
And he's like
good-looking
good
guy.
at just being like very like
And he just like beat the fuck out of a bunch of other androids and like The first part of the movie where he beats that dude up, the farmer.
Well, don't fucking... You just said no spoilers.
That's not a spoiler. Me saying he beats up a farmer is not a spoiler.
It's kinda.
All right, I won't go any further than that. People go see the movie. It's fucking sick. You'll really like it. See it in IMAX or regular. Don't watch it with fucking 3D glasses on, please. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I can't because I have glasses. I'm not going to put glasses over glasses. I think I saw a 3D movie once back when I worked at the movie theater like years and years ago.
With your glasses on, or did you take them
No,
off?
I didn't need glasses back then.
How could anybody with glasses watch that? Do they have ones that are big
contacts.
enough?
I don't know. Maybe. It doesn't seem worth it.
No.
I don't remember what I
3D
saw.
movies
I
are
think.
stupid.
Oh, I saw. Do you remember that horror movie, My Bloody Valentine?
Yeah.
I saw that with Sarah and Andy, and I remember there was like a weird sex scene, and we were like, "Oh, 3D vagina," because it was just like a giant girl naked from the waist down.
What was that weird shark movie that was like a comedy about 5 years ago, and it showed what's his name's dick?
What?
Oh fuck! What was it?
Who's Dick?
Brendan Fraser, I want to say.
I hate him. He's the guy who does the Mummy, right?
Yeah, but
He's the worst.
no. It wasn't Brendan Fraser. It was another guy. It was like, oh fuck. I'll have to look into it. It was some weird 3D like shark movie that was like kitschy and weird, but it did okay. Like fuck, if anybody knows what that was.
Sharknado?
No, it was before the Sharknadoes. It was like a shark attack movie, but like everything was in 3D. And when you watched it in the movie theater, like these little fish would look like they were all up close in your face. It was stupid.
I mean, I feel like if you're a kid, that would probably be fun to see a 3D movie.
Yeah.
It's not really necessary.
No.
Like, it kind of takes away.
Imagine-
Like, the movie can't have very much, like, actual content that keeps you interested if you have to, like, see fish floating
Yeah,
around
like
your
imagine
head.
you went to see like Good Will Hunting with fucking Robin Williams in 3D. Like what would like what's? It's got to be an action movie. It's got to be like
Yeah.
Transformers and shit like that.
Yeah,
Do you like?
that's the whole point.
Do you like any Transformers movies?
I've never seen any,
It's probably
and I
better.
don't think I'll ever.
I was gonna say you're probably
see
better
any.
off. You're probably better off.
We started watching Assassin's Creed the other night, and that seemed good until we both fell asleep.
Yeah, and there was actually some really big actors in it.
Yeah.
What's his name from The Wire's in it?
I think I fell asleep before that. The guy from The Wire was in the movie last night,
Yeah.
Avon Barksdale.
Yeah.
That guy. And the lady from House of Cards.
Literally, like when we started watching Assassin's Creed the other night, you put it on and you were laying like on top of me with your back to me and you were holding my hand, and as soon as you did that, I shut my eyes and
We yeah.
and you were going, "Did you see that?" And I was like, "Yep," and I just wasn't opening my eyes.
Weird. Normally I fall asleep before you do.
Yeah.
But then I fell asleep and we woke up and shut it
We
off.
could watch that later on tonight if you want to. Was it on Netflix or Apple TV?
It was on HBO Go.
Was it?
Yeah.
We have
Because
that.
I remember you couldn't make a decision on what to watch, and you were stuck in the Netflix wormhole.
I feel like that's
And then I figured HBO is good for when you just want to watch a movie, because they don't have that many movies, and they're usually good ones that aren't on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
So HBO is usually the way to go when you want to. You didn't watch the new Curb Your Enthusiasm with me last week?
No,
Are you
I
gonna
didn't
watch
even
that
know
with me?
there was one.
Yeah, he has a new season.
Oh, dude, fuck yeah. He's my favorite.
And anyone a fan of Larry David should watch the Netflix documentary Long Shot. And I won't go into detail, but it was good. And it was only like 40 minutes.
Oh, nice. I
That's
like
the
it.
one I watched yesterday when you were getting your kettlebell.
Oh, okay. We always have that problem of like, what are we going to watch on Netflix? And it's kind of like the same problem as where are we going to eat?
But I think that...
And I'm tying this into a question that someone wrote.
Okay, go ahead.
Like, you know how all men and women always get in that fight, where are we going to eat? Or are we going to go out or stay in and eat kind of thing? Why do you think those two things are so closely correlated?
I mean, I think it's something that everyone has like a very strong opinion about.
About their food or what they
Yeah.
want to eat?
I mean, at least us. We're very serious about our food and when we're getting it and where we're getting it from.
But the thing is, like, there's so many options out there, right?
But I
And-
feel like I usually suggest an option and you're very quick to shoot it down. And then you say that I can never pick a place. And really, I can never pick the right place for you. I did it this morning. We went back and forth for like an hour and a half.
But only because there was nothing open. We had,
Yeah.
you know. But when we're like driving around and we want to do something, like it never really seems to work out. Remember when like how many meltdowns have you seen me have over like not
Several.
being able to eat right away?
There was that one recently where we went in a place and there was a wait and you got mad. And in reality, we should have waited because then we spent the next half an hour driving and Googling, and then you made reservations and then canceled them immediately after.
Where did we end up eating that night?
I don't remember at all. I think we like went to Stop and Oh, we did. Remember you almost lost it?
I was having a really hard time.
We tried to go to Park and Oak, but there was a wait. So then we got in the car. We were going to go to Tangiers, but it was closed. We were going to go to Present Company and you made a reservation, but then you were like, that's too far and I want to eat now. So you canceled it.
Mm-hmm.
Then we were going to go to Sliders and we pulled in the parking lot and we called to order. And the girl asked your name too many times.
And I hung up on her.
We hung up on her. And then we went into Stop and Shop and I think I got chicken to cook for you or something.
Yeah, and you had to like walk
And you
me
ate
off the
apple
ledge.
chips at like when you walked in the door, you grabbed apple chips and walked around the store eating them.
Yeah, I don't know. That was the day that I really thought there was something wrong with me.
I was also
I
in
thought
that
I
boat.
forgot to take my medication or something. I was literally like about to cry or like kill somebody.
It was a joy.
I don't feel like feeling like that.
No, I don't like when you feel like that either because I didn't. And then I was hungry too, so I just wanted there to be an end in sight. And everything that I kept suggesting that you said yes to, I really wanted. Like, I really wanted Sliders.
And I shut it down because the
You
girl
shut
asked
it
me my
down.
name too many times.
And then I was like, I'll go inside and get it. And you're like, no, it'll take too long. But it's okay. It's probably better that we went to the store and cooked anyways.
You're right. You want to talk shit about Cheval?
Oh, God.
So Meg and I went to Portland last week. You know, we stayed in Old Portland. We had a fucking sick meal at a place called Drifter's Wife, which is actually half of a wine shop, and the other half is a small, like probably 20 top, like small little restaurant right in front of the. Like you walk in, you can go back to the wine shop, and in the front is the restaurant, and
It's just like a little bar and a couple of tables. And
Yeah.
the kitchen is in the bar
yeah,
area.
the kitchen is at the end
and
of
it's
the bar.
one guy just fucking killing it
Yeah.
with like a grill. There's like a little dishwashing station and like a stove. I don't know. He was amazing, and he looked miserable, which I felt bad for. But he was just fucking murdering every dish, and it was amazing.
He looked like the type of guy that he had like a very strong, like mean sailor look to him.
He was all business.
Yeah, he was a sea punk. I like to there's a lot of sea punks in Portland. They're kind of like Williamsburg dudes, but from Portland, and they might be able to go out on the sea in their boat, but they also listen to punk music, so they're sea punks.
Is that like a real thing, or you just made it up?
Me and my friend Eric made it up.
Okay.
And it's a genre. Yeah. So
But it was amazing.
But I
Ben-
feel like you could have walked over to him and said something, and he would have immediately
I'm sure
cracked
he
a
was
smile
super
and been a
sweet.
nice guy.
He was just like he was complete business, and it showed it in his cooking because he was amazing.
What was that? Charred cauliflower stalks or charred broccoli stalks?
Cauliflower.
Dude, this dude made the stalks of a cauliflower. He quartered them and laid them in
It was like a cast iron.
like a cast iron
And
with
it was
like
with
minimal oil.
steak?
Yeah, and he like charred both sides of it. Like it's a fucking cauliflower stalk. It's fucking gross. And this dude made it so good, and I wanted more and more and more.
My favorite thing was it was called the Little Gem Salad, and it basically was just like some lettuce. I don't know what kind of lettuce, but it was one of the good ones.
Mm-hmm.
And it was radishes and like sesame and some sort of like oil and hazel. I don't know. I don't want to say because I don't want to get it wrong.
There was
but
a
it
lot
was
of seeds in it.
It was just all vegetable, and it was done so well. It was like really good, simple food done really well.
My favorite was the apples, the honey vinegar, and hazelnut.
Yes. But most of the food that we ate was vegetarian, and we were more than stoked with that, which for us is not always the case.
I think a lot of restaurants that are at that caliber, you're literally getting like 30% of the dishes you get coming out have meat, and like the majority of the stuff is, vegetarian.
Yeah.
It's weird.
But that was a good meal. Ben made the reservation for the wrong night. He made both of our reservations for Saturday night. So we walked in on Friday and he gave his name and the guy just looked at us. But he was the sweetest guy. He owns the shop, I think, with his wife.
Yeah.
And he sat us at the bar and it was amazing. We ordered one of everything on the menu, like true ballers, which wasn't that many things, but it was
7, 8, something like that.
It was a really good sampling of the food and I loved it. And it was like a cute atmosphere and they had good music playing and it was nicely nicely lit for me. Ben doesn't like when it's too dark because he can't take pictures, but that's
I just
stupid.
need to do that.
I just like when it's like a nice, cozy, intimate. So that was amazing, and that was Friday, and then Saturday night.
So Saturday night we go to this new restaurant called Cheval, and like I'm asking around, asking if anybody knows about it, and I'm getting like really like weird answers because it's a brand new restaurant.
Which is why I was weary.
But their Instagram looked fucking sick. So we go there. It's fucking bustling. It's a bigger. It's not a bigger restaurant, but it's bigger.
It was busy.
It was busy,
But like not
like,
in an overwhelming way.
It was
like
for like a
bustling.
small, quaint, fine dining. Not even fine dining, just like, your upper scale kind of deal. It was a little bit too busy, too loud for like that kind of dining. But whatever, like the first couple dishes that came out were just like, we got 2 different kinds of meat.
I don't even remember, to be honest with you.
Really?
Like it was good. It wasn't amazing. And then it was just the experience was like spotted. Like some of the things were good. Some of them were bad. Like we asked for extra bread because they gave us 2 tiny little pieces of bread for what did
$2 they charge us.
No, I know, which isn't like crazy, but it was like they definitely didn't give us enough bread.
It was for that pate.
Oh, right. They give us 2 pieces of bread that were smaller in
with a
size
big ass
than our
piece of fucking
pate.
like, and it wasn't even pate. It was like that head
I didn't
cheese
like
kind
it.
of pate,
Yeah.
like cut like a fucking bread loaf. Fucking. So we opened up with that meat, and then we got that meat. It was good. Then we got that little like the cauliflower that was served in the sardine can deal.
Yeah, that was nothing.
I liked it.
Yeah.
It was small as fuck, but I liked it. And then we got the whipped cod, salted cod, which is
I
kind of
had no
weird
interest
unless
in.
you like something like that. I ate it. And then they brought out those beets with the hazelnuts and like the fucking, I don't know, like
I don't
the
really
fucking
remember
bed
that.
of fucking pea shoots on top of it.
The
And that's-
lobster noodle thing, the next thing was good, but it was also like, it almost felt like it was like a chopped dish. Like it felt like they were given like a pack of like cheap like Lipton noodles.
Oh, yeah, here,
and
take
soy
these
sauce
Lipton
and
noodles.
lobster.
Yeah.
And they were like, make a dish. And it was good, but it was like kind of like,
Weird.
it tasted good. It didn't have a ton of flavor. Like it was pretty like bland,
So Meg is like, oh, cool, they have mussels.
which I love.
And Meg loves mussels. She's very daring. Okay.
Well, the first time I ever had mussels, I wasn't super experienced with food when I was younger, and then I moved to Brooklyn and I had no job and I was such a loser, and I would go sit at 5 Leaves and I would like read during the day and look for work. And I would get the mussels and they were amazing there.
Well, 5 Leaves does it nice, and they probably have a small.
Well, those were the first mussels I ever had.
You ever have a fart mussel?
I don't think so.
Every once in a while, you'll get a bad mussel, and it'll usually be one that was previously cracked before it was boiled, and it's just bad, and it smells like a fart, like a sock. And if you eat that, that's the one that'll make you shit your pants.
Yeah, but if it smells like a sock, why would you eat it?
If you're like running through those motherfuckers, or if it breaks and it's one of the ones in the bottom of the broth, you don't know. It could have come out of the shell. So anyways, this is where Meg's opinion of this restaurant turned, is when in her mussels there was cubed ham, and it looked exactly like Spam or like canned ham. And I don't mean like this new wave of Hawaiian cooking where they can make Spam awesome. No, this was like cubed ham, and it was peppered all around her
There
mussels.
was a lot. There was like more ham than mussels.
And
Almost.
that's when the night started.
Well, and I
that's when the
tried-
night started to turn.
And I know I'm a little bit of a snob when it comes to food, but we also spend a good amount of our income on food, so I want to.
That was
like,
a $200 meal.
Yeah, and
$200.
You didn't tell me that before, but okay.
Well, it was like 170 with the tip or whatever, but
Well, no. So I was trying to be okay with it, and the mussels tasted okay. Some were too big. I was a little grossed out by those ones. And I had had a few drinks, so I was like, all right, I'm just going to keep eating and it's going to be fine. I'm going to use the bread to soak up the sauce, which is always the best part.
Mm-hmm.
And as I was soaking up the sauce with the bread and eating it, in my head I realized that all I could taste was hot dog water.
Like hot dog water.
It tasted like, and so I couldn't eat anymore because
That's
I was
fucking
like
gross.
eating hot dog water. Because I don't know why you would put giant chunks of ham in a broth and then put mussels in it.
When I saw that, I was like, fuck.
It wasn't good.
Because I've seen people like chop up chorizo and do it in mussels or some other kind of like good meat, but to do it with like a fucking Christmas canned ham kind of meat, I was done.
It just seemed like they were almost not even trying too hard. Like the opposite. They were like, we have a nice location and we're hip and we have a good Instagram account and we don't have to worry about shit.
Yeah.
Which might just be me being an asshole because I was mad at I'd like to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. Obviously, no one wants their restaurant to suck.
Yeah.
But I didn't enjoy it. And then I remember leaving just feeling really bummed.
Yeah. Well,
that was the last meal of our vacation.
Sucked because
and it was like ending on a bad note.
Yeah, we ended it that day. But it sucked because the desserts I really liked. Remember
I
that?
don't
Like
remember what they are.
that weird the Barbarone or whatever.
What is that?
The rum soaked little fucking weird things with the ice cream, and then the other one with the bacon, that weird like chocolate dish with the bacon on top.
I don't remember.
Yeah, honey, it's right here.
Well, I mean, it wasn't memorable for me.
You liked it.
I don't normally.
That one.
Oh yeah, the little.
And then those.
Those were okay.
I liked
but
them.
the ice cream with the fried meat on it was good.
Yeah.
I love a savory dessert.
Yeah. Well, that you're still not coming back though after your ham on your
It just
mussels
was
deal.
Unappealing and weird.
Okay. So, well, we're going to tie that back into one of the questions that somebody had emailed us. Like, how do you get over that initial fight of where we're going to eat? Like men and women always do when they want to go out to eat. It ends in a fight sometimes. How can you compromise that? How can you, like, come to a place? Do you think people should write down 3 choices each and go through them and then pull the trigger?
Usually when we can't decide something, I'll say, what if I give you 2 options? Will you pick from there? You usually have like an idea in your head of what you want to eat. So whatever I suggest, if it's not that, it doesn't work.
Okay. Good.
And I always want to go out to eat. That's like my favorite thing to do ever.
Me too.
So if there's ever a choice, well, no, because you'll always be like, no, let's cook. And I'm like, no, let's go to Hot Pot and spend $100 on making our own soup.
Remember that first day we went and we just got all the ingredients, not knowing how much it was going to be?
We had no idea what we were doing. And we got scallion pancakes and we got...
I don't give a fuck. No one's fucking with that.
They have the best chicken wings.
Is that Chinese?
No.
Han?
I don't know what it is.
I think it is.
So I don't want to...
I think Hot Pot is Chinese food.
I'm not sure.
Because scallion pancakes and all that stuff, that's like the authentic Chinese dish, I believe.
I don't know.
I believe.
I don't want to sound ignorant.
No,
if
me
I'm
neither.
wrong.
Well, I'm sounding like my dad, like this fucking Orientals.
He doesn't say that anymore.
No,
after
because
he got yelled at.
yes, it is Chinese.
Okay.
I just looked it up.
Thank you.
Yeah, my parents used the word Oriental a couple of years ago, and me and my brother had to set them straight. And we were like, Mom, that's not a term anymore. It's like saying colored people. It's like it's not the fucking 60s anymore. My mom was like, what do you mean? They're Oriental. No, Mom. Everybody has their own place where they're from. There's not one all-encompassing fucking landmass called the Orient. So, and...
Speaking of parents, your dad's here.
Yeah, my dad has been staying with us since, well, we actually took off.
We lucked out.
We went away for the weekend. But he was here, Wednesday night? And we took off Thursday night?
Yeah. Last night was the first time I had actually seen him since he arrived.
Yeah, my dad had his 50th high school reunion, and he came up here to go to it. And
he was on the phone today talking to someone, and he kept talking about someone who wouldn't let him stop dancing. And he goes, finally, I just had to walk off the dance floor.
Oh, God. Do you think it was a woman?
It was a woman. I don't know who it was, though.
Good thing my mother doesn't listen to this podcast.
Good thing. It seemed harmless. It's your dad.
For anybody that doesn't know, I think a lot of people do know, but my father, well, if you know me, you can pretty much tell that the person that I was sprung from their loins probably isn't playing with a full deck. And my dad is definitely mentally compromised. And he just does crazy shit all the time. And
He
says
also
crazy
can't
shit.
hear, which doesn't help anything.
And he can't hear. And you say stuff to him, but it's weird because sometimes he will hear you. And like whatever you ask him, he'll ask it back to you. And it's very, very like aggravating. Like I'd be like, "What are you doing tonight, Dad?" And he'd look back at me and goes, "What am I doing tonight?" I just said that. Why are you doing that?
He did it to me last night when I asked him if he needed anything from CVS. And then he repeated it back to me, but like threw his head forward, and it was kind of interesting.
He gave you
and
like,
then he asked the person he was on the phone with if he needed anything from CVS.
it was my mom.
I think it was your mom. And then I was just
You were like,
bye.
hey, Lenny, do you need anything from CVS? And he goes, do I need anything from CVS? And then he got on the phone and said to my mom, do I need anything from CVS? Like she'd fucking know. She's in Florida.
Yeah.
Whatever.
He didn't need anything though.
We looked in his room the other day, and he had a bottle of Kaopectate, 2 Hershey bars, and a fucking bag of Cheetos.
And then like a Powerade bottle, a Diet Pepsi bottle, and something else on
And-
the floor, like a teen. I feel like we have a teen in our house.
Dude, he's got a black leather bomber jacket with a matching duffel bag. Like I would like pull him out of the crowd at the airport and ask him what the fuck he was doing because he
and
looks
one
crazy.
shirt, one Bob Marley shirt.
What was that shirt? Oh, so like there was a shirt he bought because I saw the price tag still on it. What did it say?
Sarcasm mode activated.
Yeah, and it was like almost like an iPhone toggle, like the green thing to turn your alarm on in your iPhone, and it was like switched on. Sarcasm mode activated.
He's a great guy.
He's the king of titty. He's the king of shitty T-shirts because he's also has one with a bunch of like marijuana buds drying upside down like on a rope, and it just says "hanging with my buds."
My favorite is the first time I met your mom. For 2 days straight, she wore a shirt that said, "This is my hangover shirt."
Yeah.
And she didn't drink at all the whole time I was there either.
No.
Which was the best part.
Our parents are strange.
Yeah.
I like your mom.
She can be a bit much.
She's nice to me.
She loves you. My whole family loves you. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. I've never been loved by a family like that.
You're the life of the party.
I don't think it's that. I just think I'm very open and I don't hold anything back with them.
Yeah, you never miss a beat with them. I remember the first time you met my family was at my cousin Kelly's wedding at the casino.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone was taking pictures and you were grabbing people's phones and wrangling them and making them take photos with each other.
Yeah.
And people like didn't know who you were, but they were like, okay. And then remember my brother.
What, bringing his own beer?
Oh no, that was a different thing. So we go to this wedding and it's my cousin's wedding and it's like this beautiful, classy, like nice wedding. And my brother flew in from San Francisco and he's a little weird. He's sweet, but he's a little weird. And he had thrown his iPhone in the trash can when he got there because it wasn't working and he got angry. So then he bought a new iPhone 4.
Yeah.
This wedding was like a year ago. He bought a new iPhone 4. So that prefaces that part of the story.
So thick.
That prefaces that part.
Whole different charger on the bottom, that long one.
Oh god. So then like it was like kind of hot and my grandma wanted everyone to be in a photo together. And it was before the wedding or between the wedding and the whatever. This is droning on. So everyone gets together for a photo and then...
And he goes, hold on. And
no, hold on. So everyone gets together for a photo, but then they're like, no, we're not going to take it. And so everyone like starts to walk away and they're like, whatever, this is stupid. And everyone just wants to go back and like gamble or drink or whatever. And my brother starts yelling, hold on.
And pulls out one of those Kodak like disposable cameras out of his pocket. This is 2017. This is 2016. This is like a last summer.
2016.
It was last summer, and people fucking erupted. Like It's 2016, and you have like a fucking Photomat, Caldor, Kodak, like disposable camera that you have to
You
bring
have to like
a.
wind and
You have
press
to
the
wind
button
it,
to turn the flash
dude.
on.
I lost it. I was laughing so hard. I was laughing so hard that I thought like he thought I was an asshole.
No, well then my family isn't like nice. Like they're all like me. They're a little bit sarcastic, and everyone's like giving them shit. And they're like, "Oh yeah, what year is it, Sean?" Everyone gets really animated in my family. That's probably why you fit in. Thanksgiving, where everyone just yells at each other on a table until you pass.
Just be fucking thankful that we don't have to do it with my parents.
Holidays. We only
Thanksgiving.
We only do Thanksgiving with my family.
Do you
'cause it's
think
the
there'll
best.
ever be a year where everyone comes here
No,
and we do Thanksgiving with your family and my brother and the baby?
that gives me more anxiety than most things.
Yeah, that would be sick. I wouldn't
No.
want anybody
Thanksgiving
staying
will always be my family and my uncle's.
Okay.
And then Christmas will be your family with the baby.
Do you want to field another question?
Sure.
I'm not going to say who. Do you want a funny one or a serious one?
I don't really care. Just ask a question.
Okay. At what point in a new dating scenario does someone start sharing more sensitive information about their past? That's a good question.
I mean, both of us are pretty open when it comes to stuff like that. I think as long as it's natural.
Well, we've known each other and have been like dating for over 2 years.
Yeah, but in
we
the
weren't
beginning, like-
serious for like it took about a year
Yeah.
to start like being
Well, we
real
were-
with each other, and you know.
But right away, like, I knew your history, you knew mine.
Yeah.
Like, we weren't trying to hide anything. It just came out naturally, though. It's not like we, like, forced it. It's not like you sat me down and you were like, I used to be an addict.
Yeah.
Like,
I
it came out.
I think it all has to do with the person you're telling it to, because there's a lot of people out there that don't give a fuck, that could take in any information and they won't judge you. But there's
Yeah.
a lot of people out there, men and women, that you could be like, oh, this happened to me. And they think about it and they walk away.
But it's also like, if you can't open up to someone about something like that, then they should leave anyways.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
if you opened up to me and were like, I used to be an addict, and I was like, bye. Not worth being in
You're
your
not
life
worth it. You know what I
anyways.
mean? Yeah.
And obviously there's a time and place to like say things like that. I mean, you can definitely like overwhelm someone on a first date if you're like, so
Yeah.
here's the deal.
Yeah, it definitely wouldn't be on the first date saying some crazy shit. But I would definitely, this is a weird gauger, but if you wanted to get semi-serious with somebody about information that you're about to divulge with them, I would think that you would have probably had sex with them already.
You can't tell someone something intimate until you have sex with them?
I just feel like it would be a better point. Like you would have already been intimate.
See, I don't think the two things are related. Like, I think that if you meet someone and become like close with them and talk to them and then have sex with them, that's like a different path. But if you meet someone and have sex with them because you're just looking to have sex, it doesn't open you up to having like that intimate conversation.
True. I'm
like,
talking about a
sometimes they're
serious
related.
path. Let's say that there was two people and they were being very serious. They went on mad dates before they even fucked, and they both were into each other. And then they got to that stage where they made love and liked it. So that event happened. There was trust built in that event. Maybe now is the time to tell them the little shit that you got to tell them.
Yeah, I guess.
And if they're going to run
feel
away,
like-
hey,
yeah.
you got a free fuck.
Oh, God.
Right? Fuck it, right? That's how I'm looking at it. A man. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think it probably is different for everyone, every gender. Like, it's probably like a thing like,
And the thing that you have to tell them, it could be anything. It could be something totally crazy, very close to you, very intimate, maybe something about your past or a
Well,
family member. Like I think it has a lot to depend on what the information
Yeah.
is you're about to tell
well, and
them.
it depends on the person too. Because I remember when I first started talking to you, I said, "Do you want to get a drink?" And you said, "How about we get lunch? I don't drink." Like, you kind of peppered in that you don't drink, and maybe hinted at the fact that it could be for a reason.
Yeah.
And that's like, it depends on the other person.
Okay. I hope we answered your question.
I mean, I
there,
just think in
anonymous caller.
any relationship related things, like, just be as natural as you can. Like, if you're forcing stuff, like, I used to hate when people would be like, don't text back for 3 days.
Yeah, who the fuck came up with that rule?
It's stupid. Like, if you're changing your behavior and forcing yourself to act a certain way, like, you're doing yourself a disservice.
If I hung out with a girl and went out on a date with her and had a really good time and she was following that rule that her fucking stupid friends told her, don't call him for 3 days or respond to a text, I'd be bummed.
I remember one time with you, I felt like I was being annoying. So I just asked you, I was like, is this too much? Are you over it? And you were like, nope. And I was like, cool. And then we were fine.
It takes a lot.
Because it's
to
hard.
weird me
It's hard
out.
when you first start dating someone and you're texting, like, to know, like, am I being irritating? Am I annoying? Is this, like, going somewhere? Are they into it?
It's weird. There's things you pick up on, and there's things that are lost. And I don't know. With you, I was just like, this is going to be like very open. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I think we've both dealt with some pretty fucking, shitty, all types of people, whether they
Yeah.
be shitty, guarded, weird, fucking over the top, stupid, like it all depends. So to answer the person's,
Be yourself.
yeah, just be yourself. And I think you'll know when the time is right. If he starts being super sweet to you and it was a level that you had gotten to, the things are growing. You know what I mean? And you could probably gauge it off the other conversations you're having, because if he's starting to talk about stuff, or she, the other person, from their past, boom, you could probably start then. Or ease them into it. Whatever you do, don't keep a secret.
Yeah. I remember when I first, like, right after my father passed, when I would, like, go on dates with people, I would, like, want to tell them right away. Because it was important to me at that time, because it was something I was constantly thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, later on, I would, like, you don't feel the need to bring it up because it's not, like, it's a part of my life. Like, it's a huge thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not, like, in my daily life anymore.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, when I first started dating after that, I was like, fuck, like, I got to let you know. Which was probably the worst thing to do.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter because, like, at that time, I shouldn't have been dating anyone anyways. Like,
So who cares?
no.
Yeah, fuck it.
But it's like the more comfortable you are with whatever you want to tell anyways, it's going to be easier to, like, say it.
Okay. That's a good answer.
By the way, Ben, my dad died.
By the way, my dad's in the other.
Oh,
my dad's
God.
out in our house upstairs, probably eating chocolate bars.
Probably. He was trying to take a photo of Goose earlier, and Goose just kept looking away. And then he jumped down and
I
came
didn't
and
even-
sat on my lap. You were upstairs.
I didn't even know his phone was capable of taking pictures.
Well, when he first started, he had the front-facing camera on, and he goes, "Oh, that's myself."
Oh my God. Shit. All right. So, you know what we totally forgot to fucking tell people? Oh no, we told them about how they Cheval charge us $2 for pieces of bread.
Yeah, which I'm not against paying for things that I'm, like, eating, but
If you're
you
paying-
did not give us they gave us, like, you know when you first start cutting a piece of bread and you cut that little end off the little nub off at the end? Like,
Yeah.
say you have a sourdough,
Yeah.
there's that little nub. They gave us, like, 2 of those.
Yeah, they gave us the butts. The butt end.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Fuck that.
It was trying really hard.
Mm-hmm.
And you always like to order, like the pate. I could give a fuck.
I like to see how
You
people are
like to
doing
get
it.
marrow and pate and all the, like, bougie things.
Well, that's the good indicator of the chef's abilities.
Yeah, but so are the things that I would rather eat.
See, me and Meg go to these places, and she critiques the menu, the look of the menu, the
No, I
design of the
critique the
restaurant,
food.
the food, because she's a designer in her brain. And me being a food writer, I'm just there to taste, to look at it, and we both take 2 different takes on it, and then we get together and
Disagree.
we mash it up, like what was good, what was not good.
Usually we're on the same
Yeah.
path.
There's really rarely something that I'm over the moon about that you hate, or vice versa.
Hugo's. 2 years ago, we went to Portland. We went to Hugo's, and you were in love with Hugo's, and I hated it. And it smelled like vagina at certain points of the meal because of the monkfish.
We got a monkfish soup, and I will totally agree with you on that.
It was unappetizing.
that
the octopus was
bad
chewy.
monkfish smells like a dirty, unwashed You know what?
Lady parts.
Lady ding 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 ding.
But I will say, Hugo's I did not enjoy. But Eventide 2 years in a row, favorite lobster roll.
Well, those three, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, because they're all
Honey
the same
Paw.
owner. And Honey Paw we finally had this time, and it was
Excellent.
delicious.
Excellent.
And that was a lunch, too, and they had a mean Bloody Mary. I
Honey
had
Paw,
two before we left
Honey
town.
Paw, Asian-inspired cuisine. Eventide is a seafood restaurant with like 12, 13, 14 different oysters on their menu. You can get a couple other things, but it's mostly seafood. And then Hugo's is the upscale fine dining, very dark white table experience, tablecloth experience.
We might have just been in there on like a bad menu run, but I just didn't care.
Still,
And it was real expensive, and I was just like over it.
still best. Not best dessert. I will downgrade it now. Best eclair I've ever had in my life. Only because it had like fucking 15 ingredients.
Yeah, it was
to
a little over the top.
It came on its own cutting board.
Yeah.
What are we gonna have for dinner tonight? You cooking the chickens, dog?
I don't want to do anything.
I'm sorry, you have to. I'll help you. How about that?
Yeah, that's
See?
usually more of a...
That's where we meet in the middle. I will help you, and I'll do the dishes also.
Okay.
All right. It is October what? 8th?
9th.
It's October 9th, and it's fucking over 80 degrees, rainy and humid outside right now, and we're fucking not happy about it.
No.
I need crisp fall air blowing ever so softly on me and leaves falling at my bequest. Do you agree?
I agree. Fall's my favorite, and this humidity is just stupid.
Yeah, it's fucking gross. Let's answer another question.
Okay.
Okay. When did Meg first find out about the piss mummy?
Oh, God. I don't know when I found out, but I do know that they're always on our floor and in our bed, and that we go through more toilet paper than any single couple household should go through.
Probably double.
I think I took it like in stride. I don't think it weirded me out
If
at all.
anybody's going to get weird with me over that, then fuck them.
It's a little weird. Oh, but I remember in hand with the piss mummy when you requested a blow dryer after we had sex the first time, which was the first night we met because we're whores. But that was the only plan at that point.
Yeah.
That was why we were hanging out. But yeah, you were like, "Can I have a blow dryer?" And I was like, "Okay." And then I told Sherry, and she was like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
I wanted to blow dry myself. I washed
know,
my
but
penis.
it was weird.
After I fuck,
'Cause
I wash my penis with hot water and soap, and I blow dry it because you just don't want to, like, you can't get out of the fucking shower and just throw your underwears on. That's how people get jock itch.
But the consensus among me and my small circle of friends when this information was divulged was that you were a huge whore because you had to wash and dry your dick after every fuck.
how about
Which was kind of true at the time.
But how about I just am a germ freak? Why do I have to be a huge whore because I wanted to make sure I was clean?
I don't know. It was like a weird, like, ritualistic cleaning.
Yeah,
like
so
you were
what?
like some
That
sort
has
of
nothing
like,
to do with
psychopath.
whore level. Oh my God, Sherry. Oh my God.
Well,
I can't.
what are you
believe it.
doing?
I want to move this because I want to put my feet up, so I'm gonna put it over there. Sorry.
My feet are up and the dog is making me sweat, laying in my leg.
I'm making me sweat,
with his
girl.
long body.
Making me sweat. Ah.
That was too loud. So yeah, I don't know when I found out about the piss mummy. I know how to wrap a piss mummy.
You've never done it to me.
Yeah, I have.
You have put it on.
I've put a piss mummy on you before.
Really?
Yeah.
My friend Kyle might tattoo one on me. It was really cool. He sent me a sketch.
So cool.
I think it was just like it was in the bed, like one morning, and you were like, "Why is there toilet paper in the bed? Why is there a small folded piece of cylindrical toilet paper in the
No,
bed?"
because I probably saw it before that.
Did you ever go to take my pants off to suck me off, and it was just wrapped up in toilet paper?
I don't think so. I mean, now that happens, but I don't think in the beginning it did. I don't remember a lot. I remember the first night because you had your killer line.
What was my killer line?
Well, because I was going to make you a pizza, but it was like a hot. You
tried to make me a very weird pizza.
Well, it was delicious.
It was good.
But I wasn't prepared because I had worked all day.
Yeah.
I came home, I was cooking. It was hot as fuck.
Yep.
I didn't have an air conditioner I had one in the bedroom of that apartment, but not in the... And so I failed at making the pizza, and then I ordered one because I was like, fuck this. And you were happy about that because you love pizza.
What was the line?
And then right after we ordered the pizza, you go, you think we can fuck before the delivery man gets here?
I said that to you before we even really knew each other like that?
You did. And we did.
Oh, wow.
And then we ate pizza. And then we did.
So what you're telling
And then
me
you
is
fed me ice cream.
our relationship was founded on fucking
And pizza. And ice cream.
And ice cream.
Yeah, it was great.
That seems pretty wholesome and like innocent.
I mean, we did a good job in the end. It was a little... We had fun. We always had fun in the beginning. We still do.
Yeah.
We're just at a different speed now.
Yeah. Serious.
We're not like ordering pizza and fucking all night. We're like taking the dog for a walk and doing the dishes.
Doing our taxes. Don't have any problem with that. I love it.
We have a good balance, I think.
Mm-hmm. We do. I love you.
I love you too. Fucker.
All right. Who farted first?
Definitely wasn't me.
That's a definite me.
The first time I farted in front of you was a complete accident, and I never wanted to talk
It was
about
like a month ago.
No, that was like the first time it was like a joke that I farted in front of you. But the first time I accidentally farted in front of you was we had moved all day into this apartment, I think.
Yeah.
From
was it in your sleep?
No. So we had moved all day and we were like exhausted. And I was in the bathroom peeing and you were like brushing your teeth or something. And I just accidentally let one out. And then you looked at me and I go, we're never talking about this.
And here
we
are.
So embarrassed.
That's funny.
I don't do that openly.
No.
It's not. You
can't even.
You like present yourself.
Oh, yeah.
You will like walk across the room holding your ass cheek and singing as you fart. And
they're loud as fuck, right?
Yeah. Sometimes it's entertaining. Sometimes it makes me wonder what I'm doing with my life.
Every once in a while, Meg will try to fart and she'll be like squeezing her face and then nothing happens. Yeah. And I think she's like lying because she wants me to think she's cool.
I'm just not...
Like, oh, I'm going to fart, but she's lying to me and she really can't even.
I don't want to try and be cool by farting.
Okay.
That's not how I think I'm cool.
So it was definitely me farting first.
And most often.
The next question is from my favorite homosexual man from the Hartford area. I will tell people who this is. Jacques Lemaire. He wants to know, and I think this is more geared towards you, Meg. How big is it?
Oh, God.
He's talking about my penis.
It's perfect.
Does it he's not asking about like the
It's a good size. Well, it's not huge.
I've never taken like a measuring tape to it. What do you think it is?
I don't know.
7 inches?
It's probably close to 7. I don't think it's 7.
Is it different? Is it more than 6?
Maybe.
It's gotta be.
I've never taken a measuring tape to it either.
I think it's
good.
over
you
6.
got a good dick.
It's just dynamic.
No complaints.
Okay. Jacques.
You have extra large balls, though.
Oh my God! Stop.
This morning,
like
saggy
listen. Or like elephantitis, painful.
They're just like long.
Well, it's humid out. Meg doesn't understand this.
Yeah, because
she never has. It's like on a cold day, your balls and dick will be uptight turtle to you. But like humid, hot day, it's just like anything else. It's like taffy. Like it's just going to stretch out. And she never understands this. So what? My balls were out? When?
Your balls are always out.
But when you were talking, you said earlier today.
Oh, no. I was going to say, Ben was like laying on his back with his legs like curled up. And I went to slap his ass. And I realized as I was slapping his ass.
While my underwear
that
was on.
His ball was like tucked into his underwear right where I hit. And he he felt like he was gonna vomit.
Yeah, you really.
It was hilarious.
She gave me a ball shot.
I didn't mean to, and your dad was in the next room hearing us talk about your balls, and it was a little awkward.
Okay. Well.
But yeah, the dick is fine.
Thank you.
I'm very happy with it.
Jacques, I'm gonna say it could be 7 inches.
It
I don't
could
know.
be.
Like some boners you get are better than other ones. Like sometimes you got like a half-ass boner. Sometimes you're really fucking horny. You got some fucking raging fucking woodcock.
Yeah.
Like the next time I get a raging like boner, I'll just real quick.
You want to measure it?
I'll grab it and I'll measure it and I'll message Jacques.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
You should just send a picture.
We're gonna I will, fuck it. We are going to end this segment of the podcast with our last question. They were never really my thing. I do know all the names, but somebody wants to know who the best Ninja Turtle is. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. So there's Raphael
Donatello.
Raphael was the red.
I don't know the difference. I just know
Michelangelo was the blue. Donatello was the green. What was the dude? The orange. There was 3, and then like an off name. There was Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo, and one more, but he had like an off name.
Luigi.
No. Whoever
was the
one
was
that's
the
like
rat's
the
name?
one that's like a wigger, the one that like has like crazy big headphones and like a skateboard. He's like a skate wigger. He's like a weirdo, and all the rest of them are like regular. They talk regular, and he's just like real over the top and like slangy. That's my favorite.
The one you don't even know their name?
I think it's Michelangelo. The one.
Oh.
I think Michelangelo has like the orange
I don't know.
headband. Do you think people get weirded out about the use of wigger?
I mean, it's like anything. It could be
It's a
offensive.
descriptive word. It could be
Well, it's descriptive, but it's based off of a derogatory term.
Yeah, but if nobody knows what it is, what's that one Instagram? Wigger. Oh shit.
Reformed wigger.
No. It's an actual. It's an actual.
My
Like,
favorite sausage Italian.
it's an actual it's an actual account devoted to all these crazy shitty white kids.
I don't know.
Oh man, we'll have to look at it at some point. It's really crazy.
But yeah, I think it's like anything. It could be offensive.
Yeah, it doesn't
So
offend
stop
me.
fucking saying it, asshole.
Oh, okay.
Just kidding.
Well, that concludes.
Well, I want to talk about a question that you didn't bring up.
Hold on, I'm just saying this concludes the question answering forum of,
Yeah, but
of
I'm
the
going to
podcast.
bring one up that you didn't talk about.
What?
My best friend Tracy was complaining that her husband was singing, and then he responded by saying that she didn't understand his genius. And I just want to say that happens in our house every day.
But they were singing like
That was the Wiggles. But
children's-
you sing like the worst pop songs ever. What were you singing? Oh, well, we were both singing Disturbed earlier in the car.
Oh yeah.
But you always sing like those bad, like, oh, fuck, I can't think of any right now.
Like gym songs.
Yeah.
Like bro rock. Like Nickelback and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll sing it like in the morning at 5 a.m.
Look at this photograph that you could fuck my ass. Like,
Yeah, and then you make up the words like
I
that.
make up my
and
own
it's
words. Yeah.
5 a.m.
Yeah.
while I'm trying to sleep. And you're walking around naked singing Nickelback.
What are some other ones that I do? Like as far as like that shitty rock, like 2000s rock genre.
There's a lot. We don't go to the gym anymore, so we don't hear them as often.
Well, we don't put it like we're not active. We just don't go to a commercial
that
gym anymore.
We miss all the tunes.
What are some of them? A lot of fucking Green Day they played.
It's all like those really, I don't know, it's like Pink and shit.
Oh, what's the one song that I always do? And you get real mad.
It could be.
Oh, so I just a rock star, and I will fucking suck your fucking cock off.
Yeah.
She makes music for reformed hookers
Is
that need to be there for their children. That's the exact genre that Pink is.
It kind of is. She
Girls
always
that
sings
used
about
to-
like, oh, I'm drunk again.
Yeah,
like,
girls that used to have like a drinking problem and are engaged in, Alcoholics Anonymous, and they're taking their life back, and they have like a bunch of kids and their boyfriends never worked out and they used to strip. Like that's the genre that
Generally speaking, yes.
generally, yeah, we're not trying to get into exacts right
I feel
now.
like it's like a mom. Like it's like a cool mom who's got that
There's
short
way
haircut.
cooler moms out there that definitely
No.
don't listen to Pink.
I'm saying cool like in that like she thinks she's cool. She's not actually cool.
Is she a mom?
Pink, yeah.
Does she have a daughter or
With-
a child?
Corey Hart, is that a person?
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah, he's like a
dirt bike dude?
BMXer. Yeah,
Oh, I thought he was a
bike,
dirt
I don't know.
biker.
Could be.
Oh, what are some of the other ones?
I don't remember.
Dude, you hear them every day.
I know, and I try and block them out.
See, those are the things that I just can't come up with when I'm asked to come
Yeah.
up with them.
It's more of a natural.
Yeah.
Or like I'll be like, why am I singing That's What Friends Are For in my head? And you're like, oh, I was singing that this morning.
The good times, the bad times. That's what friends are for.
The worst is when I start singing walking around the house because I don't like singing and I
you
don't
know it's-
normally do it.
I'm rubbing off
And
on
then
you.
I'll be like, oh my God, please, someone help me.
So what? I'm still a rock star. I hate that.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't like
But
it
yeah,
like
in
that.
terms of not loving your significant other's singing, I think it probably happens in a lot of households.
You just got to go with it.
But in Tracy's
Choose your
defense-
battles, Tracy.
In Tracy's defense, he's singing children's show songs.
But why don't I
But
just
they make them catchy for a reason.
But why don't I put them onto some bro rock shit?
Well, because they watch the kids' shows because they have a kid. It's not like they're watching them for fun. And that's like their taste in music.
He needs to tune into like 99.1 plays fucking like classic rock. He needs to find like the shitty new like Nickelback, Three Doors Down like fucking station, and then just start learning those songs.
He probably knows that.
Well,
You're
there's-
not the only one who knows.
Yeah, just because you know them, like you hear them in like beer commercials and shit, and it's
I feel
hard.
like you hear them in most places. Most
Yeah.
malls around America are now playing.
When we ate this morning, there was.
Oh my God.
We walked into a Green Day song, a Nirvana song,
Sublime was on when we walked in. And
Sublime.
I was
Yeah.
a little cranky about it.
This is Santeria. You never got no crystal ball. I fucked your dad's ass. You didn't like that?
No, see, it's like earlier today I was telling you, sometimes they're funny and they just make me smile and love you. And other times I'm just like, why? You're almost 40. Please.
Don't make me out to sound bad.
No, we all have our perks and our flaws. Your perk and your flaw is your singing sometimes.
I can hit a note though.
When you sing Morrissey, it's beautiful.
I know how to sing it. That's why.
Yeah. Sometimes when you sing to me, it's nice.
Oh,
Usually it's just obnoxious.
you know
though.
what was playing in the restaurant this morning? All I can say is that my life is pretty plain, and I like you together. R.I.P. Shannon Hoon. Blind Melon, it was playing.
No, I know. I'm just looking at you. Because I want to see how many times you just keep singing.
All right, no, I'm good with that.
Okay. So yeah, that was just my addition to the questions.
You're a graphic designer,
Correct.
and you work in marketing and branding.
Yes.
Do you make logos for people?
Sometimes.
Do you help people with their restaurants and their media?
Yes.
That's what Meghan does.
I do more than that.
She does more than that, but she does freelance work, and she also works for an agency. And this is like what her forte is. Like she's good at
It's
it.
the one thing I actually feel like I'm pretty good at.
You're very good at
It's
it.
the one thing I can confidently admit that I'm good at.
You're a master designer.
I'm not a master.
Why? What takes to
Because
be a
I-
master?
Well, no, like it's a changing art. Like there's always more that I can learn and
Why are
be
you
better
being
at.
modest? You're being like Tyler when I told him he was a world-renowned chef.
Well, no, because it's like if I just sat here and was like, yeah, I'm amazing, then like what do I always want to achieve
You're not
more
giving
and be better.
Yeah, you're not giving yourself any room to grow.
And it's also like
All right, I get it.
the cool thing today could be the fucking ugly thing tomorrow, and all my work could look like shit. Like, and everything I've done in the past, I always look at and kind of cringe a little. But that just shows that I'm improving.
That's like me with songs that I do.
Yeah.
I have very few that I'm like, yo, that fucking shit is perfect. But there's some, but not all of them are like that.
Yeah. I'm my own worst critic when it comes to that stuff.
True.
But I like it. It makes sense to me. It's like fun. It's like solving a puzzle.
Mm-hmm. So if anybody needs any design work done, website made, a logo made, a plan on how to attack the fucking industry with your new product, Meg will help you out.
Yeah.
And she's only a phone call away because you know how to get in touch with me. I can get in touch with her, and I could put you in touch.
So much touching.
Yeah.
Let's all touch.
What else do you want to talk about? Do you want to touch on anything before we wrap it up?
What time is it?
We're an hour and 4 minutes in.
Oh,
Yeah.
we hit an hour.
Yeah.
We did it.
Remember when you thought this was going to be bad?
Well, it was at first, and then I made you shut it up and start over.
We had a good 7 minutes, and then you got mad at me.
Oh, it was horrible.
But look what happened.
It's better this time.
We talked about the problem, we changed it up, and we made good from it.
We adapted.
We adapted, we communicated, and we moved on. And now we have a quality product.
My most important question, though, is are you going to go get me more wine after this?
I can go get you a bottle of Pamplune.
What time is it, though?
4:59. Don't they close at 6 or
yeah,
5?
we got time. So
Yeah.
we can't go longer than another hour.
No, we're not gonna. We're probably wrapping it up
Are you
right
done?
now. Do you want to say hi to anybody, or do you want to plug anything?
I mean,
Just say hi. Who do you want to say hi to?
I don't want to say hi to anyone.
Say
'cause
hi to Mike.
I'm not a huge fan of people.
You like Mike?
I do like Mike. Mike is one of your friends who I genuinely would welcome into my home.
I'm saying that because he listens to every podcast and texts me.
He could just be telling you that.
No, he texts me every Tuesday morning and is telling me things that he could only have heard in the podcast. Joe Duhancic also. Say hi to Joe.
He's a very sweet man. I like
You
him.
like Joe.
Yes.
Okay. So there you go. Joe and Mike Lowe. She really thanks you guys for being good friends to me.
Words right from my mouth.
Yep. Tell them about your website.
mmasondesign.com.
mmasondesign.com. MMASON design.com. You can
It's not really updated, but it's a good showing of my work.
Yeah, it's a good showing of your work and what
for
you're
when I was
capable of.
looking for a job, and then
Before you found a job.
yeah,
moved.
it's just hard to update stuff. I do too much otherwise to worry about my own shit.
Meg works with a lot of local like craftsmen, a couple pottery people, a plethora of restaurants, and is now helping out a couple people in the food business as far as food packing and brewery stuff. She's designed a bunch of different like cans for breweries and
Brewery one.
Brewery.
Not many.
and you're helping people out
still.
with their event companies and stuff like that.
Yeah. I'm definitely keeping myself busy.
Yeah.
I don't
Perfect.
think we ever slow down in our house.
We're never going to slow down, my dear. This is going to happen until we die. Well, we'll slow down when we're old, but until then, we're going to keep giving it 100%.
We give it more than 100%.
110%, bitch.
Some days mommy just needs a nap.
Rig Ross, motherfucker. Mommy needs
Rig?
a nap. No, I knew this kid.
Rig Ross?
I knew this kid back in the day, Rig, and he had 110% tattooed on his knuckles because
That's
that
horrible.
was his crew. What'd you say? That's horrible.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, it's, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we all get dumb tattoos when we're younger.
A lot of people get bad knuckle tattoos
Yeah. That's why.
because they want to make it fit.
Yeah. That's just a bunch of people like Googling what are 2 4-letter words I can put together that mean something.
I always thought that if I got them, I would just have it say dinosaur.
Well, if you can find one cool word that's 8 letters long, or actually 2 cool words that fit with your persona, there's a lot of people out there that have done it. It's cool. But like there's a lot of like garbage finger tattoos.
Well, I love hand tattoos, but people get them bad. People get bad ones a lot of the time. And like you have to have a good hand tattoo if you're going to have a hand tattoo. Just like a neck tattoo.
Yeah.
It's one of the first things you see
Well, the thing is, like,
that
there's
you
so
can't hide, so you always
there's
have
so
to.
many people out there that don't have any part of their body tattooed except for their hands, fingers, and a neck tattoo.
It's so weird,
and
though.
that's just like I don't know, people that fucking will tell. Oh my god,
Do you see this right now?
he's so cute. We have the best dog. Did you ever think we'd be like those people?
Yeah, because I was before.
I
And
was
had
too.
a dog before.
I was too, but now
But
we
he's
just have.
the best.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sweet Paws Rescue, where we got him from.
Oh,
My
yeah.
cousin Colleen.
Yeah, we got Goose from Sweet Paws Rescue up in Groveland, Mass. He came from Mississippi.
Macon.
Macon, Mississippi. That's pretty much, I believe, like the country, right?
I have no idea.
Macon, Georgia is Macon.
Macon County, Mississippi is a
Oh,
thing.
Macon County. Okay. We'll have to look it
don't
up.
know. But
Maybe we
that's
can
where
go
he's
down there and
from.
find his brothers.
No.
Do you think he's got brothers?
Definitely.
Why can't we find
Maybe
him?
he's got
That'd be cool if we could find one of his relatives.
It's very unlikely, hon. But we'll find him a dog brother one day. Just not today.
Dog brother. Well, we're at an hour and 10 minutes, my dear.
You keep trying to end it, so let's end it. Are you going to go cook your chicken
Yeah, let's go make some food.
and drink more wine?
Yeah, I'll go get you some wine.
I'm not. Yeah.
And then we'll do a little bit of work around the house like Americans do.
Nope.
Nope, you're done with it for the day?
No, I got design work to do, and then I'm going to cook, and then it's already 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
We're done. We're going to watch a movie.
Alrighty. Everybody, the love of my life, Meghan Mason. Bye-bye. Say goodbye.
Bye.
This beat ugly, scrunch face, the flow it stays pretty, right? Got you nodded to yourself, mumbling that's pretty tight. Grew up in LI, but I lived that big city life. Tourists all distracted by them pretty New York City lights. Times Square, Midtown, avoid it like the plague. Stay out the spotlight, of course we source the shade. And yeah, I'd love to be awful paid. That mission very clear, but the pathway's sort of vague.
There's a saying that the worm is turned. Now I use my words like Copernicus's learning curves. With a one or Herzog, too old for this like Murtaugh. Shoot from the hip and caught myself like I was Cheddar Bob, etc., etc. Que sera, sera. On vacation eating queso when I make my coup de grace. Hakuna Matata. I get savage with the sabotage. Your average is the average, then you're on that Richard Todd. You're middling, baby. Go ahead, baby. You're middling, baby. Go ahead, baby. You're middling, baby. Go ahead, baby. You're middling, baby. Go ahead, baby.
So over battle raps, the herd to take the cattle back. I drew the short straw, of course it broke the camel's back. I love bugs like that yo gabba gabba raps. Exhale the fumes, it's for my cataracts. This is demonstrative of what a stream of conscience is. Stay on my own to avoid where all that nonsense lives. You gotta live every moment like your last, and season future flavors with a dash of potent past.
I don't rap about cartels, I listen to Art Bell and George Nori gorging on flying saucers from Carvel. Fat boys still fight them parasites, trust me, and stick them vampires like Buffy. I like to talk shit like I'm Randall and Dante. I'll be on the low drinking Asti Spumante. Jesus Christ, I'm nice while you wait on what the manger brings. I'm busting out your fronts like Dustin from On Stranger Things. You're middling, baby. Go ahead, baby. You're middling, baby. Go ahead, baby. You're middling, baby. Go ahead, baby. You're middling, baby. Go ahead, baby.